The Duggar family name continues to be synonymous with controversy, but this time, it's not about another secret courtship or a surprise pregnancy. It's about one man, Josh Duggar. Once touted as the golden boy of the ultra-conservative Duggar household, Josh has become a lightning rod for criticism, a symbol of scandal, and the source of heartbreak for fans who once looked up to him. Now, in a development that has sent shockwaves through Duggar Nation, news has broken that Josh Duggar's prison release has been officially delayed. Yes, delayed. For fans who were counting down the days, hoping for some form of redemption or reconciliation, this latest update is nothing short of devastating. But how did we get here? What does this mean for Josh, his wife Anna, their children, and the entire Duggar family? Let's unravel the timeline, the emotions, and the fallout surrounding this shocking twist. A dark chapter in Duggar history. For those who may have somehow missed the headlines, Josh Duggar was arrested in April 2021 on federal charges related to child pornography. The allegations were not just shocking, they were revolting. For years, Josh had been portrayed as the responsible eldest son, the trailblazer for his siblings. But the facade began to crack years before the arrest. Back in 2015, revelations surfaced that Josh had molested multiple young girls, including his own sisters, as a teenager. The Duggar family's carefully constructed image began to unravel. But it was his 2021 arrest that drove the final nail into the coffin of Josh's public image. In December 2021, Josh was found guilty and sentenced to over 12 years in federal prison. He was sent to FCI Segoville, a federal correctional institution in Texas. Since then, his supporters, including wife Anna, have held on a hope that he would serve minimal time and return to his family sooner rather than later. But that hope has now been crushed. The release date that never came. Initially, there were whispers and rumors suggesting Josh might be released early on good behavior. His projected release date was August 2032, but prison protocol allows for sentence reductions under certain conditions, like completing educational programs, showing signs of rehabilitation, and avoiding infractions. Some fan pages and Duggar sympathizers speculated that Josh could be home by 2029 or even earlier. These rumors fueled online debates. Was Josh changing? Was he remorseful? Was he finally on a path to redemption? Then came the recent bombshell. The Federal Bureau of Prisons has updated Josh Duggar's status, and his release is not only not being moved up, it's now reportedly delayed. While officials haven't released detailed public statements about the exact reasoning, several factors have been floated by insiders. Behavioral concerns and prison infractions. According to leaked insider reports from those familiar with FCI Segoville, Josh hasn't exactly been the model inmate. There have been multiple unverified but persistent rumors that Josh was written up for infractions, ranging from defying authority to the unauthorized use of a contraband cell phone. While the Federal Bureau of Prisons typically keeps inmate disciplinary records private, former inmates and family insiders have hinted that Josh hasn't been cooperating with certain rehabilitation efforts or prison protocols. If even part of these reports are true, it would be enough to trigger a pause or rollback on any consideration of early release. Behavioral issues are taken seriously, especially in cases involving sensitive crimes like Josh's. Failing to comply with institutional expectations can delay eligibility for halfway houses, parole-like programs, or sentence reductions. The heartbreak for Anna Duggar. If anyone is more devastated than Duggar fans, it's Anna Duggar. She has remained steadfastly by Josh's side since the very beginning of his legal troubles. Despite everything, Anna has never filed for divorce, never spoken out publicly against her husband, and has continued to raise their 7 children alone. Sources close to the family say Anna had been pinning her hopes on an earlier release. She reportedly visits Josh as frequently as allowed, sometimes traveling across states to see him. She's continued to homeschool the children, living in relative isolation from the broader Duggar clan, many of whom have distanced themselves from Josh. News of the delay has allegedly hit Anna like a ton of bricks. Insiders claim she broke down in tears after receiving confirmation that Josh's release would not be expedited and may, in fact, be extended if further infractions are documented. This latest setback adds to the emotional toll Anna has been carrying for years. She's become the face of silent suffering in the Duggar saga, torn between her loyalty to her faith, her children, and a husband who's shattered their lives. Duggar family reactions: silence or suppression. So, how has the rest of the Duggar family responded to this news? Publicly, they've said almost nothing. That's not surprising. Over the years, the Duggars have become experts in controlling narratives, especially when it comes to scandals. Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar have kept an especially low profile in recent months. After years of defending Josh, including during his first scandal in 2015, the patriarch and matriarch have chosen silence as their strategy. Whether that's out of shame, legal counsel, or a calculated move to salvage what's left of their image, no one can say for sure. Jill, Jinger, and Joanna, three of Josh's sisters who've previously opened up about their own victimization, have not commented publicly on the delay. Jill, in particular, has distanced herself from the family, moving into therapy and releasing a memoir that subtly critiques her upbringing and family structure. Meanwhile, Jessa and John David are reportedly torn. While they remain loyal to their parents, sources suggest they're quietly relieved that Josh won't be returning home anytime soon. Some family members are said to be terrified of the media frenzy that would erupt upon Josh's return, and this delay may give them more time to prepare or avoid it altogether. Fans and meltdown, supporters versus critics. The Duggar fanbase is split, and always has been, when it comes to Josh. But the news of his delayed release has deepened the divide. On social media, some fans express devastation, particularly those who believe Josh has paid his debt and deserves a second chance. Facebook groups and Instagram comment sections are filled with messages like, "This is so unfair to Anna and the kids. I was hoping he'd get home sooner. He's still a child of God. Why won't they just give him a chance to prove he's changed?" Others, however, are furious that anyone would dare feel sympathy for Josh. On Reddit and Twitter, the outrage is palpable. Users have flooded forums with posts like, "He shouldn't see the light of day again. Period. This is justice working. He deserves every extra day in there." Devastated?
No.
Relieved. The debate reflects a much broader cultural clash about forgiveness, justice, and accountability, one that the Duggars have come to embody in painful, complex ways. Legal experts weigh in. From a legal perspective, Josh's delayed release is not surprising. Federal sentencing guidelines are strict, and while early release programs exist, they're not guaranteed. Inmates who violate rules, refuse to participate in therapy, or cause disruption can find themselves losing privileges quickly. According to one former federal prosecutor, Josh Duggar is not just any inmate. His case attracted massive media attention. The Bureau of Prisons will tread carefully. They do not want to risk public backlash if he reoffends or violates parole after early release. Some legal experts also believe that Josh's celebrity status and the crime involved means he'll be treated with extra caution. "He's under a microscope," another attorney said. "If anything, they'll err on the side of longer incarceration to avoid more controversy." What happens now? So, what's next for Josh Duggar? As of now, he remains at FCI Segoville, with a projected release date still years away. Whether this delay adds months or years remains to be seen. It may depend on his behavior moving forward, participation in mandated programs, and any additional internal infractions. His future hangs in a delicate balance, and it's not just about when he gets out. Even upon release, Josh will be subject to strict conditions, including supervised release, limited contact with minors, potential GPS monitoring, and no access to the internet. He may return to society, but it won't be the society he once knew. His reality show career is over. His public speaking gigs are done. His once respected name is now a cautionary tale. And for the Duggar brand, the impact of Josh's delayed release reaches far beyond just his immediate family. The entire Duggar brand continues to suffer. TLC has long since canceled Counting On, and the family's YouTube ventures and sponsored content deals have all but dried up. Even Duggar weddings and baby announcements no longer generate the fanfare they once did. The shadow of Josh's crimes looms large, casting doubt, discomfort, and distrust on anything carrying the Duggar name. The brand may never fully recover. And with Josh's release delayed, the wounds stay open longer. The questions persist. The scrutiny remains. A family torn, a fanbase divided, a future unknown. Josh Duggar's delayed release is more than just a bureaucratic update. It's a gut punch to those still holding on to hope, a relief to those demanding justice, and a sobering reminder of the real-life consequences of fame, secrecy, and unchecked power. What started as a wholesome family rooted in faith has become a modern tragedy, one that keeps unfolding, layer by painful layer. With this latest chapter, the Duggar saga once again grips the public, and once again leaves us all asking, how much more is yet to come? One thing is certain, the story isn't over. Hello, lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Karistina. Hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.